Salt, sugar, stroke. Salt and sugar equals stroke. It's kind of simple. Sugar is a nice thing, salt is a good thing, too much of anything is a problem, and in the context of post-stroke wellness, it's going to make recurrent strokes, recurrent worse strokes, or even just the problems that led to the stroke even worse, like hypertension, diabetes. So getting control over these two dietary non-requirements can actually help a person have a better life. But let's talk about this a little bit more specifically. Sugars, when they get into their body, are highly inflammatory substances that can make blood vessels spasm shut. And not shut, but narrow down very tightly. It can reduce blood flow into critical areas. So the body knows this, and what it does is it tries to push it into muscles where it can be used immediately, or it tries to put it in the liver where it can be turned into a storage form. Now, if a person is having lots of sugars but a sedentary life, like many post-stroke survivors, they don't need that much sugar. And if they don't need that much sugar, but they keep consuming, what happens? They get heavier and heavier. So you have this pro-inflammatory thing floating around in circulation, no place to deposit except to make it into fat. What happens now? The heart has to pump that much harder against that. The fat will deform the body. It'll make it harder for the natural organs to work properly, to evacuate feces, empty urine, breathe properly, etc. But on top of that now, if you start adding salt in, salt makes things taste great to an extent, but just the same, that salt, when it's absorbed, will make the blood volume higher. Now, the body has ways to dump the salt, but if you keep on loading it that way, it's going to believe that a higher blood salt value might be your normal and behave accordingly. So now you have narrow blood vessels with high volumes of blood going through that might be diluted, but it's not going to be that nourishing for the brain. Sugar and salt equals stroke, re-stroke, more strokes, however you want to look at it. We don't really need that much of these things in our diet.